Hey y'all, this is Brandy from Southern Crafts DIY, and I want to say hey to all my returning viewers and welcome any new viewers. So if you follow me on social media, which the links are down below, you'll have seen a list of everything needed for today's project. So we're going to go ahead and jump right in. One of these is a gift I'm making for someone, and I'm going to go ahead and show you exactly what's needed, just in case you don't follow me on social media. But let's jump in and get started. Alright y'all, so the first thing you're going to need is some open-ended bezels. I'm just going to show you what I'm getting, and all this came off of Temu. So I'm going to do a bigger butterfly and then two small butterflies. And then I'm going to be using this cross. This was actually out of a Halloween set, but it doesn't have to be for Halloween per se. So I'm going to use that. And then here's a closer up shot of the butterflies I'm going to be using. So I'm going to be using these. These also came from Temu, and these came in a pack together. So we're going to need that. You're going to need some tape, and of course I got this with my J Diction set. I just really like this better than the tape I got from Temu. So that I'm going to be using resin. I'm going to be using UV resin, so you're going to need that. And if you do use UV resin, sorry for shaking the camera, you're going to need to use UV light. So that. I'm also going to be using this colored resin. This is Diamond Dust Glitter UV resin that my mom got for me off of Temu. I want to get some of the J Diction UV resin, try that out, but I haven't done that yet. J Diction. I think that's what I said. Anyways, but this came off of Temu, and I've used it before, and I do like it. So now you're going to be needing some jump rings. These came with the butterflies, the set that I got with the butterflies. So I'm going to just go ahead and use these. And then I'm going to be using some silver foil. I've never done it before. I hope it comes out looking great. I have no idea what I'm doing, so we're going to learn together. Yay! Alright, so let's jump in and get started with the first one. So what we're going to do is we're going to put the pieces onto the tape. Sorry, my brain went funky on that one. And the way we want it. Now these two little ones are going to be going opposite ways because of how I'm going to do this. So just make sure if you do this that they're going separate ways. So that is going to work. So I'm going to go ahead and cut my tape. And I'm going to push these down just to make sure that they're on there good. Now, I'm going to go ahead and tell you that with this, I am going to be using different colored resin. I was going to use gold, but because these are gold, I don't think I want to use gold. So I think I'm going to use this lighter color, and we'll see how it looks. So these are two different color purples, like a pinkish purple, a purple, and then like a red color. And we will see how it looks, y'all. So the cross, I'm going to just add some of my resin in there. I don't want to get too much because I'm doing something and I don't know how this is going to work. So I'm going to go ahead and take a little tool and try to get it all the way through. Y'all, I'm sorry about Alright y'all, I don't know what happened, but my camera cut out. So I'm just going to have to go with what I got. So what I did was I took my light and I blew the bubbles out the best I could, or used my lighter to get the bubbles out. And then I added some of this foil. I've never done this before. It's going to come out how it looks. I don't think it looks too bad. So we're going to see next. I just put a little foil in there. It doesn't have to be perfect. And now we're going to add some more of the resin on top of it. It's just supposed to be a little... It's just supposed to be a little cross. It ain't gotta be nothing perfect. So that's that. Again, I'm sorry, I didn't mean for the light to go out, but anyways, I'm doing this light purple, this darker purple, and this red. And I think I want the red to be the... No, I think I want the dark purple to be the big butterfly. And there's ways you can do around it. You can put, you know, different colors in 2 spots, which actually I might do that. I might do 4 colors. I think I'm going to do dark down here. Just going to play with this and see how I like it. Because this was not the plan, but I like this idea, so we're going to go with this. And then I'm going to do, well, let me actually poke a hole in this one because I haven't used this one yet, apparently. So give me a second. Give me a second, y'all. So then I'm going to take and I'm going to add this lighter purplish color or pink or whatever it is to, if I can get it out, there it goes, the top part of the wings. It's giving me a headache again. And this is all subjective. I mean, if you want it to be one color, you can. Which is what I was originally going to do. But then I saw this and I was like, ooh, this would be really pretty. So what we're going to do is we're going to take my other color, this one, and we're going to do the 2 little butterflies. And we're going to see how it looks. Either we'll like it or we won't. I'm not going to cry a river if I don't like how it comes out. I thought this one I already used. Make sure I've used both of these. Yes. So, but I think this is a really cool idea. And this is, like I said, this was not what I had in mind. And if you don't want to do too much of different color, you can always make these little ones the same color as the big one. You know, one small, one big. This is giving me a headache. I don't know why it's not coming out. There it goes. I used these before with no problems. Now they're giving me problems. Give me a second. I might have to do this a different way if it doesn't want to do what I want to do. So, you see, this one comes right up. You know what? I don't think I'm going to do the red after all. There's another purple in there that's lighter. Because this is a lot like that one, even though it's a different color. I think I'm going to go with that. I don't want it to be too weird. If that makes any sense. So I think we're gonna change this up a little. You know, it's all about changing mine and going from there. I know there's a little dot of that red in there, but it'll be fun. I'm not going to cry about a little dot of red. Give me a second. Let me open this one. Alright, let's see about putting this in there. Oh, yep, there it goes. So there's them. Now all that's left to do is to cure it. Let me see. I just feel like this needs a little bit more in it. Alright, we're going to go with that and just see where it goes. So now we just got to cure it. And when it's done, I'll let y'all see what it looks like and then we'll go to the next step. Alright, so I'm just going to tell y'all, I do the 150 seconds. I mean, I tapped it 3 times straight when I did it, but I'm just letting y'all know. I do the 150 seconds, and just to make sure it is really, really good, I do it more than once, and then I flip it over and do it. So this should be done. It feels like it is done. So let's see what it looks like when I get it, if I can get it off. So, and as you can see, I don't know what happened, but some of the darker purple bled in on here. But make sure I got it in view. See how it bled in there? But I'm not too concerned about it. You know, it is what it is. It wasn't supposed to do that, but it did. And it's fine. It just gives it a little dot in the wing, is all. Alright, so there that is. I'm not worried about this. I think it is super cute. So what we're going to do is I think I'm going to take this darker one. No, it's like this, sorry. And do like that, and then do like this. Am I in camera so you can see it? Yes. And let me show you this. Oh, it went, okay, so it went out. I gotta fix it. I don't know what happened there. Give me a second. As you can see, somehow, oops, I didn't get it down tight enough. So it's got some extra. So I'm just gonna trim that off, and then I'll get to that. I wasn't expecting this. Let me see if I can use the scissors. I might have to use something else. I was not expecting this to happen with this, per se. So it's a little surprising that this happened, to be honest. Because that ain't happened in a while. But you know, you live and you learn. So you just trim the excess off, if it does what I want it to do. But despite that it has extra on it, I still think it came out looking pretty good. Like I said, I've never really played around with the foil. Sorry, my voice is... I never really played around with the foil, so I didn't know how it was going to come out. And this has some of the tape on the back. But despite everything, I'm happy with the way it came out looking. I'm sorry, I gotta do this off camera because I'm having problems seeing. Let me do this and then I'll show you it when it's finished. Alright, so that is what it looks like. I think it's kind of cute. I wasn't sure if I was going to like it. I've never worked with the foil before, but it's not bad. I like it. So with this, what we're going to do is, let me get to this. So these are these are for necklaces. This is, the cross is a charm for a necklace, so that's not a big deal. That's done. Let me move this out of the way. So what I'm going to do with this, and I'm going to see if I like it. If I don't, I won't continue it. But what I'm going to do is put those out so I can get to them. Is I'm going to take, there it goes, and I'm going to put the jump ring, maybe, might be, I might not have it open enough. I would think it was, but I am using pliers, so I'm going to put the, wow, that went flying. Hold on. Sorry, y'all. I'm having problems here. Anyways, I'm going to put the jump ring through the circle of the big butterfly. And then I'm going to take, and I'm going to put the smaller butterfly, the bottom circle, through it. And then we're going to close it up. And then I'll show you what it looks like because it was giving me problems. Give me a second. I'm not used to these jump rings I'm using. I'm used to the ones I get from Hobby Lobby. So that's how it's gonna look. And I'm gonna go ahead and do the other one. I wasn't sure if I was gonna do all three, but I mean, yeah, I wasn't sure if I was gonna do all three, but yeah, I'm gonna do all three. So we're gonna put this through there. I can get it through there. And then we're gonna put the bottom of the next one through there. Make sure. And then I'm going to close it like I did the other one. I don't know why it's... I don't know why it's like that, but I'm not worried about it. And we have a little dangling piece for a necklace. And if I don't like it... No, okay, so I'm going to have to do it slightly different because I wasn't sure when I did this, and now I'm sure. I don't particularly like it that way. Let me see. No, this is right. I don't know what's going on. It's just giving me a headache. Okay, so there's the necklace that we're going to do. And then you'll just put it, I was thinking to do it on a small necklace so that it's not too long. Because you don't want it to be too long. So give me a second. Alright, sorry about that. So like I was saying, when doing this, I would not recommend a really long necklace. More like a choker, a little bit longer than that. So this can dangle. And then this can just go on whatever size necklace you want it to be on. So that is it for this project, and I had a lot of fun making it, and I enjoyed this. And if you did, please, please, please like, share, subscribe, and comment down below because it does help my channel to grow. And I will see y'all next time. Bye!